Okay, so what we are learning to do is use a digital audio workstation. Okay, now traditionally music was created using instruments, and most of these instruments were like, you know, the guitar, the keyboard, and these are known as analog instruments. They are real world instruments. Digital uses software, uses technology to create sounds, and for that you don't really. So if I want the sound of a guitar, I don't need to buy a guitar or play a guitar. I could create that digitally using a DAW or a digital audio workstation. Okay. The platform that we are using, which is BandLab, is a digital audio workstation, a DAW. And most of the digital audio workstations have got similar features. Today, what we're going to do is learn some of the basics of how to create music digitally without using any real life instruments. So whether you play an instrument or not, this will really help you to create music, even if you don't have the instruments at your disposal. So if you don't have a guitar, you don't have a piano, you could still create music the same way. Okay, guys, now look at Aaron's screen. So you will have this kind of a screen showing in front of you. I want you to go to Start Assignment. And here you will choose Teacher's Assignment.
No.
So you will have this loading screen come up. Guys, you can go ahead and start assignment, and then after that I want you to watch. So you will have, if you look at the right side, you have something called assignment brief. Okay, and it says something really important: make sure you don't submit this project, but instead use the save draft option. So anything you do, you create, you will use the save option. Aaron, can you take your cursor to the save option? It is top right above the assignment brief.
So once again, I can't see because, yeah. Suggest?
Yeah. Okay. And next to it is submit, which you will not be using for the next couple of weeks. All right. We're going to learn how to use MIDI. Now, MIDI or MIDI is a set of instructions, just like you would, have data that you would send. So this is a set of instructions that you give the computer so that it synthesizes sound for you. So when I don't have any instrument like a piano, I can give instructions to my computer that this is the sound that I want. And that is known as MIDI. So if you look at this, I've already got one instrument here. That's a piano. And you will hear this. Okay. Now the reason it can create a piano sound is because I have a MIDI sound. So if I go to MIDI editor, bottom left, you will see I've already drawn a MIDI instruction over here. That is this one here. So I'm going to teach you all how to draw instructions of your own. The first thing you're going to do is add track. Okay. So top left, just below where it says exit file, edit view, and the cycle button, that's what we did last week. There is add track. I want you to add track. I want you to go to instruments and then choose an instrument. You're going to choose an instrument in a while, but first just make sure you add track and add an instrument. So you should have an instrument 2 now.
Yeah.
Now bottom left, click on instrument and you will see a piano showing on your screen. And on the left of that, you will see piano, grand piano, MIDI device. Now I have a device that can play MIDI. That is, it's not a keyboard, but it gives instructions to my computer about what sounds to play. That's a MIDI device. So here's what you're going to do. You're going to go to the first instrument that was already there earlier. You're going to click on it, right click, and delete it. Delete track. I'm going to do it once more. So look at it, then you can follow it yourself. You're going to go to the first instrument that was already there earlier. You're going to right click and you're going to delete track. Once you delete track, you're going to click on instrument 2 and change the name to piano. Okay. Where it said instrument 2, you're going to click and type the word piano and change the name of the track to piano, because that's the track we will be working with. Now, if you look at the bottom, if you go to instrument, you can change it from piano to bass. It'll give you a different sound. You can change it to brass. Brass is not woodwind. Brass is like trumpets and stuff like that. You can go to guitars. Okay, so you can play all of these, and you can also see the keys that are mentioned. So if you hit the Z key on your keyboard, if you have a laptop or a PC, hit Z, it will play the C note. X, it hits the next note. All right, but I'm going to go back to piano because that's what you're going to work on. Let's continue. Now, next to piano, you have options like FX or effects, and then MIDI editor. So go ahead and click on MIDI editor. Next to instrument down, you have effects and MIDI editor. I want you to click on MIDI editor. You can resize the window and pull it up here. That's what I'm going to be doing. Okay, so when you see the MIDI editor on the left, you will have these keys. One that says 1, one says 2, 3, C4. You can use your mouse to just scroll up and down. C7, C6. For this song, we will use C4. Okay. In case you don't know how to get a MIDI editor, once more, you were on instrument. Next to it is effects, and next to that is MIDI editor. So this MIDI editor is where you add all the instructions and tell your computer and tell the digital audio workstation or DAW how to create music. All right. So we're going to do that. Now in your attachments, I have already put a couple of attachments. You should have an attachment called basicsongs.pdf.
Sir, should we download the PDF?
Yes, download the PDF and keep it ready for you.
Okay.
The first song that we're going to work on with is Hot Cross Buns. I'm using very simple songs. After that, the songs are going to get very complex. Okay. So we're going to start with something very simple. Now, if you look at the notes, it is E, D, C. If you want to do it in solfege, it's Mi, Re, Do. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do is go back to my MIDI editor. Since I'm using C4 as my starting. Okay. If I draw any, now to draw it, there is the select note option. Look at the left here where my mouse is hovering. There is select note, there is add note, and there's velocity. So we're only going to be using add note, this pencil icon. I'm going to draw it. Okay. So whatever I draw will turn up on my screen. Anything I want, it turns up as notes here. Right. So I don't want all of these. I'm going to use select note and delete all of these. We're going to take it one by one. So look at the grid. I want you to look at just the first bar. 1 second. Let me just resize this for you. So if you look at the grid, everything has been divided into quarters. That's 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, 1.4. Okay, I'm just going to draw it out for you to show you what it looks like. So I'm just going to resize this. This is 1.1. 1.2, 1.3, 1.4. So these are quarters, and these quarters have been subdivided into 8. So if you look at the grid, there is a line here. So you'll have, actually you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different tiny boxes over here. Okay. But for today, we are only going to use quarters. That is 2 boxes equals 1 beat. Okay. I'm going to show that again to you. This is box number 1. This is box number 2. Both of these equal to 1 beat. I'm going to delete this once again. I'm going to go to select note and take it out. Fine. Let me go back to the PDF file. So my first note is an E, second note is a D, third note is a C. Okay. E is for 1 beat, D is for 1 beat, C is for 2 beats. If you remember your music class from year 6, quarter, quarter, and half note. So ta, ta, ta. Okay. Quarter, quarter, and half note. When you add it up, it makes 4. 1 plus 1 and a half is equal to 2 beats. So that makes 4. I'm going to go back to BandLab and show you how to draw that information. Okay. So my first note is an E. All right. In case your note goes longer, if you go to the edge of the note, it will give you this resize option and you bring it down to a quarter. So quarter equals 2 boxes over here on the screen. Okay. My next note is a D and third note is a C. Now C is a half note, so I will resize it and pull it off to 4 boxes because 4 boxes equals 2 beats. Let's play and hear it. Right? Hot cross buns. Let's hear it again. Get it? Okay. Here's the beauty of MIDI. So once again, if you look at my PDF file, the second bar of music is the same as the first. Again, I have mi, re, do, or EDC. Both of these are the same, right? So I've got to do the same thing a second time. Now here's the beauty when you're using MIDI. It's like using a Word document. You don't have to draw it again. What I'm going to do is just highlight and select all three. Right click, copy. I'm going to take this playhead, this top triangle, it's called the playhead. I'm going to very carefully move it to number 2 because that's where the second bar begins. Right click, paste. Hey, where did it go? Oh, sorry. It didn't come because I have to extend this. Sorry, guys. Okay, so I go to number 2. Right click, paste, and automatically whatever I did in the first bar has come in the second bar. So the reason it didn't come was because my MIDI region wasn't pulled out. If you pull in this MIDI region and extend it, then you'll be able to use and copy paste. How do you do it? You go to the bottom. It gives you the resize, not the top. The top is for looping, as we did for the drum machine. The bottom will give you a resize option. You got to go up to the track where the piano is, okay? Look carefully, bottom, it gives you the resize option. Pull it out and it will extend. And now you can copy and paste. So what I did was, once again, I'll show it to you. I selected all three, right click, copy. I want it on the second bar. So I take the playhead on top to number 2. And once again, to move the playhead, you got to watch this double resize button. Not button, the arrows turn from a pointer to 2 arrows facing outwards. Okay, so you can move it to whichever area you want. So I'm going to take it to number 2. I'm going to right click, paste, and exactly what I did in the first bar comes in the second bar. So I'm going to play now. You're going to hear it. And it is the same.
And like how to like stretch the thing out.
Okay, share your screen. It's going to be a little bit of trial and error because this is new for you all. But once you understand its data. Okay. So Ariana, take your mouse cursor to the edge of the note.
Okay.
Yes. You see that? Yeah. Now you can either pull it. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Now if you want to move the note, for example, the first note. Okay. First note is a quarter. So just resize that first. The first note.
Okay. Yeah.
No, that's not a quarter. That's an eighth. A quarter is 2 boxes. Okay, great. Now the second note that you have is going to clash. So pull it to 1.2. Very good. Now resize that because that's also a quarter. Very good. Now the third one, pull it. Yes, exactly. Okay, let's try copy pasting it. Now use your mouse cursor. Highlight all 3 notes.
So I'm not really sure how to do that.
Let's go to my screen. Okay, guys. So those who don't know how to use it, I'm just going to show it to you. You just have to click anywhere outside and hold the left button. And then if you just drag your mouse or your trackpad, you'll be able to draw a square box like this, and it will allow you to choose multiple notes. If I click outside, you see they are not highlighted. If anything is chosen, you see this little green outline across the MIDI note. When I click outside, the outline goes away, which means it's not chosen. So I choose all 3. Then I right click on the note. If you right click outside the note, actually you can right click, but you won't get any option to copy. So you have to right click on the note. Once more, I'm going to do it. Highlight all 3, right click on the note. I get the option to copy. Now I take the playhead to bar number 2 because that's my second bar. And all I have to do is paste. And I will get the same notes as the first one. It will take trial and error, but you will get it. Okay, so now I'm going to listen to what I've already done. There you go. I've got 2 bars already done. So let's look at the third bar. First bar done, if you see my screen. Second bar done. Third bar, do, 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 or C, 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 C. Okay, 4 C notes. Let's go back to my MIDI. Now, C4 is here. So I've got to draw it across this white light gray, sorry, not white, light gray C line. 4 of those. So I go 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm purposely doing it. You see that it is not aligned and it doesn't have. So what I'm going to do is now resize it. This is the first quarter. The second note, I'm going to pull it here and resize it. Remember, 2 boxes make up 1 quarter note. Bring it back here. 2 boxes. And bring the 4th note in also. Come to 3.4. For those wondering where is C, where is D, where is E, you have to look at this is D. It's the second light gray line. C4 is this light gray. The dark black lines are the black note. We don't want the black note. So C is here. D is here. E is over here. Okay. So basically we're just jumping alternates, all the light gray ones. I'm going to play the 3rd bar now. From 3. Yeah. So 4 C notes, 4 quarter notes. Ta, 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 ta. Let's pull this back again here. Ta, 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 ta. Got it?
So I don't know if it's a mistake or what, but I made the same thing that you did with all the bars and stuff, but mine doesn't sound like yours.
So you have not, what you've done is check for the length of the note. So for example, if it is a quarter note, it should be 2 boxes.
Yeah, so it's 2 boxes only.
Okay, share your screen and show me. Okay, it's correct. Okay, I see what your mistake is. Okay, now on the left, Shabir, choose the select note option instead of the draw. Don't go to the pencil icon, go to the pointer. Yes, very good. So your first note is correct. Your second note is incorrect. You have to bring it down to the light gray box. Very good. The third one was to C. Yeah. No, not the black one, the light gray. Okay, stop. Now play. Correct?
What?
Fine.
So just a minute.
Shabir, you can use the go to beginning button. I already taught you how to use it last week. You don't have to drag the playhead back.
Oh, okay.
The white keys are the light gray boxes here. Not boxes, they are the light gray lines across. And the black keys are all the dark ones, the black ones. So what Shabir did is his notes were on the black notes. So you got to be careful. C is here. D is this one. E is this one. This is F or Fa. Okay. So E and F are close by. So I did bar number 1. If you look at my screen, bar number 2 is done. Bar number 3 is also done. Bar number 4 is similar to 3. There are 4 notes, 4 quarter notes, but these are all in D. So re, 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 or ta, 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 and D. Once again, we're going to use the power of MIDI. I don't want to draw all of this. So what I'm going to do is highlight 4 C notes. Okay, like I showed you before, like this. Drew a line. Right click on the note. Copy. Take my playhead to number 4 because that's my next bar. Paste. And now I will drag all 4 up to D. That's how easy it is. I'm going to delete it for you once more. So I don't need to draw it again because that is very cumbersome. So I choose all 4 C notes. I click on any one of those highlighted notes. I get the copy option. I take my playhead to number 4. That's bar number 4. I right click, paste. And now what I do is these same 4 notes, I take it up to D. So I have 4 C notes and 4 D notes. Let's play it from bar 3. Okay. I'm going to hit play. There you go. So I have C and now I have D. Okay. Now you see I'm at the edge of my screen. Look at the bottom of this MIDI editor. There is this little scroll option. Okay, you got to drag it across to scroll left and right. Once more, if you look at the bottom of the MIDI editor, there is a little scroll, what do you call it? A scroll bar, I guess. And you scroll towards the right. So it gives you the next bar to see. So if you can't see anything, you can see the next one. All right, let's look at the last bar left. So we have bar 1, 2, 3, and 4 done. Bar 3 had all C notes, bar 4 had all D notes. Bar 5 has mi, re, do, just like the first and second bar, absolutely the same, identical. Once again, I don't need to draw it. If you want to draw, you can draw, but I'm going to use the power of MIDI and I'm just going to copy. So you can either choose from bar 2 or from bar 1. The choice is yours. Highlight the notes, copy, go to the right. Right now I am on bar number 5. Paste. Okay, and this is all I have to play. So I am going to use the go to beginning button. If it doesn't go to the beginning, just double click on the go to beginning button and let's go. There you go. Sounds good. So I'm going to now shorten my MIDI area. Take your cursor to the bottom here where you get the resize option once more. Look carefully, the MIDI area on top where the add track and the piano is. Bring it down here. It will give you the resize option. Take to the edge and I will bring it in and I will close it at number 6 because I'm only playing 5 bars of music. So I need only 5. Okay. Now I'm going to click on MIDI editor, bottom left. The MIDI editor will disappear. MIDI editor was shown earlier. Go down to the bottom left and click on it. It goes away. Let's use the go to beginning button. Listen to it. Okay. And the song is over. Now tempo comes into effect here. Do I want the song this fast? Maybe I'll try it a little slower. Let's try at 100. Go to beginning. That's the speed. 100 is the right tempo for it. Fine. What if I want to play the song multiple times? I click on top here and I extend the cycle option. Turn on cycle. If it's off like this, make sure you click on it, it turns green. Okay. So how do you draw a cycle area? You just hold the left click and draw across the numbers. So that's what I did. I held the left click at 1 and I just dragged it across till I reach the end of bar 5. Automatically the cycle option turns on. If it's not on, the brownish area is a little light. Click on it again, it's darker. Now, what happens when I... and then it goes once again from the beginning. It's like a repeat. So unless the cycle is off, it'll keep repeating indefinitely. Now, there is an option here to send or submit assignment. Do not use that. Use the save draft option. Okay. Now I cannot use save draft because if I save the draft, then all your work will be reset. But you guys, please save the draft. Do not publish it or send it to me. I'm just going to use stop share. Can one of y'all just share your screen with me if you finish the whole song? Okay, thank you, Zara. Go to the start. First, turn off your MIDI editor. Thank you. Play. Okay, I can't hear any audio, but I'm guessing it's playing. Okay, go to your share screen option and the advanced sharing options. There should be an option for, no, not advanced sharing. Where is the option? Sound like the song. So what I want you to do is go into MIDI editor once more. Okay. First note should be on E, on the light one. Good. Second one. Yes. Third one. Very good. Now delete the second bar. Just copy and paste, please. So make a multiple choice. Yes. Okay. Copy, paste. Guys, just watch. Okay, now take your playhead to number 2, paste. Right click. Okay, great. Fine. Now, one note you accidentally deleted. That was a C note. Okay, just draw that or copy that C note and just fill it in there. You have a choice. There. Fine. Let's look at the, so bar number 4 is correct, I think. C and D, fine. Look at bar number 5, that was incorrect. So you copy paste bar number 1 to bar number 5 as well. Why can I not see where you are? No, it's gone too low. Not the C note, yes. The D note, something is not correct. Okay, you're too low. Show me the first bar. Your first bar is correct. Just copy the first bar into the last one. Delete bar number 5 and copy paste. Paste. Okay. Now turn off your MIDI editor. You can use the go to beginning function. Turn off MIDI editor. Not cycle, MIDI editor. Okay, fine. You can cycle there, but first go to MIDI editor. Bottom, yes. Fine. Now check your, those 4 notes. Those are supposed to be on C. Right now they are on B. So just highlight those 4 notes. The first 4 notes, not the second. Yes, that. Now bring it up to C.
Bring it up to C.
The second 4 go up to D. Close MIDI editor. I think you're done now. Now play from the start. Now I don't need to cycle. Rather than submit, hit the save button. Okay, and you're done. Stop sharing. You can experiment. Do not submit yet. We will be working on this song next week. Now, in the PDF file, there are 3 more songs. You could work on those as well. Okay, choose any one of those songs as your final project. So you have 4 songs. There's Hot Cross Buns. There's Mary Had a Little Lamb. There's Jingle Bells. And then there is, what is it? Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. So there are 4 songs there for you. You can choose any one of the 4 and draw them out.
So,
Yeah.
for this song, the ending, it's when the ending is different to the starting. So, can I just share my screen?
Yeah, go ahead. Okay, now I want you to. Okay, I see why it's different. You haven't. Your notes are not properly sized. Look at the first bar. Go to the first bar. Okay, look at 1.2. The note is going beyond 1.2 into 1.3. Just bring it in a little bit. Make sure it is aligned to the grid. It touches the line perfectly. Yeah, okay, fine. Look at 2.2. It's the same problem. Make sure they are always aligned. Yes. Okay, now look at, okay, do me a favor. Go into view, the option view on top. There should be an, go to view. And just make sure that snap to grid is turned on. Okay, now in grid size, go down to grid size and choose 1/4 quarter. That way you can easily snap everything to grid. Okay, done. Okay, let's look at the next notes. Look at the last bar now. Look at 2.4 as well. I think 2.4 is a little out as well. Just snap it to grid. Yeah, if you pull it, it'll, yeah, excellent. 3.2. So basically all your notes are not snapped to the grid. Make sure that they are touching the grid, the perfect lines. There you go. And even 3.3, I think, is the same problem. Yeah, there it is. Same with 4. 4.1 is not aligned to the grid. 4.23, look at 4.3. Yeah, 4.3 as well. Is it aligned? Okay. Now the same is with 5.2. 5.2 is supposed to only be in 5.2. It's stretching across 5.3. Okay, now yeah, bring that in. You can just draw it. Yeah, pull it in. Yeah, there you're done. Now play. Yeah, and resize it. Resize the MIDI area. Yes. Bring it into touch on, let it snap to 6, just at 6. Right now it's a little beyond 6. There you go. Perfect. Now you can turn off your MIDI editor. Hit, yeah, go to beginnings and now play. Fine. Sounds good?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, just use the save option, not submit. Do not submit. Great. Stop screen sharing.